Welcome to Torqueconomics weekly automotive update leading to the 20th of April 2025. Let's dive right into our releases and discontinuations monitor. The new generation of Mazda MX-5 is set to come in 2027. Mazda has confirmed that the car will stick true to its form and remain a small sports car with a manual option. Even more good news comes in the form of an entry-level price point as well as a bigger engine for the release in due time. Next is the first wave of hands-on review for the new Audi A6. The new car is not glamorous nor revolutionary, but the top-of-the-range V6 Quattro version with Fibre technology will still do an impressive 4.7 seconds to 100 km per hour. The car also boasts a 0.23 drag coefficient, which Top Gear describes as the slipperiest ICE Audi ever. Also from the VW group comes spy photo for the new Lamborghini Urus. This will be a facelift based on the 2024 major update, which included the addition of a hybrid system. Current projections suggest next year as a release date, and improvements will be made on the 789 horsepower. Kia is developing a new pickup in addition to the diesel-powered Tasman, which is shown on the bottom right. The new truck will be based on Hyundai's SUV EV platform and will likely target the F-150 Lightning as its direct competitor. BYD's luxury sub-brand Denza is expanding internationally, with UK being its initial stop. Positioned as a Taycan competitor, the Denza Z9 will be the first to arrive with 933 horsepower. There are no words yet on pricing. However, the Denza brand started its life as a partnership with Mercedes, so it won't be too cheap. New teasers have released for the electric M3, and it has been torn apart by commentators on social media. This has been a common occurrence for BMW given their radical design choices in recent years. Weight seems to be a main real complaint, although it is unknown at this stage. First wave of reviews are in for the new Model Y. Upgrades appear to be incremental. Several also complained about the removal of the spokes in favour of buttons on the steering wheel, with the exception for the turn signals. Overall, it is not a groundbreaking change for Tesla apart from appearances. Tesla also released a new entry-level variant of the Cybertruck this week, which comes with lower towing capacity at 7,500 pounds, as well as lower acceleration at 6.2 seconds to 60 miles per hour. It does benefit from a lower price tag at $72,000 rather than the cheapest alternative for $10,000 more, but it might not be the variant to significantly improve sales as Tesla hopes. Now we move on to the headlines of the week. Starting with another quick update on F1 following the Saudi Grand Prix. Despite another valiant effort from Verstappen to qualify top of the grid, the race still saw Piastri taking the win. The race also saw Leclerc taking the first podium for Ferrari in this season. It remains a relatively close battle at the top for the driver championship between the top three. We must now take another look at the US tariff news this week. The seesaw of tariffs by the Trump administration continues, as he signals he will step in to help the industry earlier in the week. As a result, the stock prices jumped as shown by the nifty Automotive Index, which contains a collection of car companies. Nissan was another brand to have a delayed reaction to the tariffs this week. The company plans to cut production of the Rogue in its Japanese plants. Rogue is the brand's best-selling model in the USA, and this move is quite detrimental to the company's finances in the US. Moreover, a case study was published by Reuters this week on Brazilian automotive protectionist policies. The report indicates lower employment and production numbers over time, despite high tariffs on foreign imports as a result of inefficiencies in the process of manufacturing. Brazilians have also had to put up with higher car prices as a result. Early signs of similar struggles have protruded in the US from higher used car prices in the short term. It is unclear at this stage what the impact from tariffs to the longer-term car prices will be, if they were even to remain. However, in the short term at least, people are going to have to put up with higher prices until production stabilize or imports reach a new equilibrium. Nevertheless, the US still holds power in automotive purchases and production. The EU will have to rely on China more given US tariffs. Canada is also sparing automakers from retaliatory tariffs given the importance of US in its local supply chain. Now back with Tesla. The company had to delete both Model S and Model X from its Chinese website as the production for both higher-end models are not localized. Therefore, they are subjected to 125% tariff which China placed on the US as reciprocal action. The Tesla arsonist in New Mexico has been caught and faces up to 40 years in jail for his actions in attacking Tesla dealerships, as well as the Republican Party office. Lastly, Tesla appears to have found a use for some of the unsold inventory it has for the Cybertruck, and it is to advertise the new Model Y by towing it in a display box. This marketing campaign aims to both advertise for the Cybertruck as well as the new Model Y. Now in regulatory news this week. The European Union Parliament proposed to ban carbon fibre as part of an initiative to ensure cars are decomposable at the end of their useful life. Obviously, this was hugely unpopular given the widespread use of the material in the industry for its lightweight and rigid qualities. The proposal quickly removed carbon fibre from its list of banned materials within a couple days due to public outcry. China is strengthening its battery regulation after a crash of a Xiaomi SU7 took the lives of 3 female passengers following a fatal crash. The new rules are largely technical. It places a focus on both fire and explosion risks in the event of an impact to the vehicle. Italian courts are allowing a class action lawsuit against the troubled Stellantis over airbag faults. The airbag issue stems from the use of the infamous Takata airbags prior to 2019. Takata themselves have went bankrupt in 2017. In other news, global EV sales saw a reversal largely thanks to a surge in demand in China and Europe. Both regions have had an increase in the purchases of Chinese-branded EVs, as the slowing global economy meant price leadership currently has a competitive advantage. BMW is developing a new class sound system for its EVs which signal the driver of the vehicle's acceleration and power. Personally, I think the sound is okay, but definitely not worthy of the promotional campaign the brand is launching for it. Hertz, the car rental company, was subjected to a data hack this week. The affected data could include customers' contact, credit card, and driver license information. It is unclear how many customers have been affected yet. Moving into the They Just Cannot Make It Right section. This week, Audi and Porsche have announced recall plans for a software issue that may cause the instrument panel display to malfunction. This issue is expected to impact over 40,000 cars in the US. Now, that was all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and please look forward to weekly videos on an ongoing basis. On that bombshell, goodbye.